Keep your integrity intact. The longer you stay in a situation of manipulation, the more you give away your peace. Don't be afraid to let go and stand strong in who you are. You deserve to be surrounded by honesty, not manipulation. Your heart is too precious to be used as a pawn in someone else's emotional chess game. Letting go of manipulation is liberating. It's not about rejecting people. It's about reclaiming your power and refusing to be part of someone else's narrative. Your worth is not determined by how someone manipulates you. It's defined by how you stand up for yourself and refuse to let anyone dim your light. Sometimes, the greatest act of self-love is to walk away from situations that make you feel small. You are not their puppet, and you don't need to perform for anyone. Being manipulated can make you feel lost, but it also reveals your strength. You have the power to step away, and it's time you embraced that power fully. When someone manipulates you, it's a call for you to grow stronger. The truth always has a way of shining through if you stop believing the lies. Manipulation doesn't win. Your self-respect, your clarity, and your boundaries will always rise above the lies and the empty theatrics. It's easy to get caught in someone's web of manipulation, but the moment you reclaim your truth, everything shifts. Don't play their game, create your own. Manipulation is a short-term solution for long-term insecurity. Don't let their need to control your emotions stop you from embracing your own strength. The hardest part isn't seeing the manipulation, it's deciding to walk away. But once you do, you realize how much better life is when you're free from their control. Embrace your emotions, but don't let anyone use them against you. Your feelings belong to you, and they cannot be manipulated unless you allow it. When manipulation is at play, the best thing you can do is stop giving it your energy. The truth is always stronger than the lies they tell. They can try to twist your emotions, but the real power lies in you choosing not to engage. Theatrics have no hold over those who are grounded in truth. It's not your fault if someone tries to manipulate you, but it is your responsibility to recognize it and take the necessary steps to protect yourself. Manipulation is a tool used by those who fear the truth, but when you stand in your own truth, the manipulative games lose their power. It's easy to fall into someone else's narrative, but true power lies in writing your own story, free from manipulation or the need for approval. You can't change the manipulator, but you can change how much space you allow them to occupy in your life. Take back your energy. Manipulation is only effective when you allow it. Once you see it for what it is, you can remove yourself from the situation and regain your sense of peace. Being manipulated is an invitation to become stronger, wiser, and more aware. Don't be afraid to confront the truth and walk away when necessary. Don't let someone else's manipulative tactics affect how you see yourself. Your value is inherent, and no amount of manipulation can change that. The moment you stop allowing others to manipulate your emotions is the moment you reclaim your true power. Stand firm in your truth. Manipulation can only thrive if you let it. By setting boundaries and choosing self-love, you take back control of your emotions and your life. The power to break free from manipulation lies in your ability to trust yourself. The truth will always set you free, no matter how hard it seems. Manipulation may feel like a game, but your peace is not something to be played with. Choose to walk away and reclaim your calm. People can manipulate your words, but they cannot manipulate your truth. Stand firm, speak clearly, and walk in the confidence of your authenticity. It's not about fighting back against the manipulation. It's about recognizing that you don't need to engage. Let them perform, and you live in the peace of your own truth. Manipulation is a reflection of someone else's fear. The moment you stop being afraid of their tactics, you start living in the power of your own truth. Sometimes, the most painful thing isn't the manipulation itself, but realizing how long you allowed it to happen. It's not about others, it's about the lessons we choose to learn. When someone tries to manipulate your emotions, it's not a reflection of you, but their inability to communicate their own insecurities. Stay firm, trust your instincts, and walk away when needed. There's an undeniable strength in recognizing when you're being manipulated. The moment you stop questioning yourself and start trusting your intuition, that's when the truth becomes clear. Theatrics may fool others, but true strength lies in embracing vulnerability. Those who manipulate don't understand the power of raw honesty. The truth is always clearer than manipulation. You don't need to play into their false narrative. Your worth doesn't depend on their approval. Manipulation thrives in silence and confusion, but clarity and self-respect expose it for what it really is, nothing more than empty theatrics. When you refuse to participate in their drama, you gain control over your own narrative. No longer are you just an actor in their play. You are the author of your own story. It's easy to get lost in someone else's mind games, but when you trust yourself, manipulation loses its grip. No one can control your thoughts unless you let them. I've learned that manipulation is just an illusion. Once you peel back the layers, what's left is a person who is afraid of the truth. The most powerful thing you can do is to walk away from manipulation, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to realize your value doesn't depend on anyone else. It's not about rejecting the person, it's about rejecting the lies they've woven around you. Your peace of mind is worth more than playing along with someone's twisted script. The hardest part is realizing that the person you thought you trusted has been weaving their own web of manipulation. But once the truth is seen, it sets you free. Your emotions are not tools to be used in someone else's game. Stand strong in who you are, and you'll find that no one can make you question your worth. Being manipulated isn't your fault, but continuing to allow it is a choice. Choose self-love over someone else's agenda. The more someone manipulates, the more obvious it becomes. Don't waste time trying to decipher their theatrics. Focus on what your heart is telling you. The only thing more draining than manipulation is staying in a situation that disrespects your spirit. Trust your gut. It's always pointing you toward the truth. When someone manipulates you, they are only revealing their own weaknesses. It's not a reflection of your worth, but of their inability to face the truth about themselves. No one should have the power to twist your feelings and thoughts. Embrace your authenticity, and the manipulative tactics will lose their power. It's empowering to stop playing into someone's drama. Let them have their theatrics while you live in the reality of your own strength. I've learned to stop playing along with manipulation. My emotions are mine to own, not someone else's to control. They can try to manipulate your emotions, but at the end of the day, you hold the key to your own freedom. Don't let their insecurities define your peace. When you stand up for yourself, the manipulators around you lose their power. You don't need to react. Just live in the truth of your own being. There's nothing more powerful than recognizing manipulation for what it is: empty words, empty promises, and empty theatrics. Don't give in to the performance. Trust yourself enough to walk away from any situation where manipulation clouds your clarity. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing peace. Theatrics might fool others, but you see through the mask. Stay focused on your truth and let go of the need to engage in their emotional drama. Your feelings are your own, and no one can manipulate that unless you let them. Hold firm to your boundaries and don't let their games affect your peace. When manipulation comes your way, remember, their power only lies in your response. You don't have to react. Simply observe and walk away. Manipulation is a mask people wear to hide their insecurities. The moment you see through it, their power dissolves. Be true to yourself and let their lies fall apart. Don't let anyone use your emotions as a battleground for their own manipulative tactics. Your heart knows what's real. Don't let anyone confuse you. The strongest thing you can do is recognize the manipulation for what it is and then refuse to participate. Your emotions belong to you and no one else. Manipulation is a tactic used by those who don't want to face the truth. Stand in your truth, and their control will falter. When someone manipulates you, it's not a reflection of your character, but of their inability to communicate honestly.